14 ways to increase your visibility at work, part 2. Today we're going to talk about how well do you work with others? And did you know that when you work well with others, you actually raise your visibility at work and you become a more valuable asset in the workplace? So let's talk about some of these strategies today. First things first, it's all about dependability, right? If you're considered dependable at your job, your worth goes right through the roof, okay? How many of us have worked in jobs where we know that one person who's clutch? They're in work every day, they get their work done on time. You know that if they're tasked with something, it's gonna get done, and sometimes early. Be that person. Be that person who's considered dependable. Make sure you're getting your work done on time. Make sure you're showing up to work on time, and you're gonna see that your stock is gonna go up, all right? The second thing when it comes to raising your visibility at work is solutions. Now, what does that mean, solutions? Well, are you the type of person when something happens, you blame other people, or do you take responsibility? One of the things that helped me when I was a police officer, I managed many critical incidents. One of the things that helped me and others, be successful in that space is that we didn't crack under the pressure. It was like, hey, we know what the routine is, A, B, C, X, Y, Z. If this happens, then we're gonna go and do that. Or if that happens, we're gonna go and do this. So be somebody who's solution minded. Speak up in meetings. Instead of saying, hey, you know what, somebody needs to go do this or somebody needs to go do that, volunteer and step up and say, you know what, here's a solution, here's how I can fix it. Can I go and fix it? Okay, so if you want to be a valuable asset, if you want to be that employee who's going to raise their visibility, be somebody who's solutions minded and make sure you're the one stepping up saying, hey, I own this, I want to fix this, I want to take care of this project. All right. Third thing, make sure you're sharing the credit. Like I was just saying, don't be that person that's like, oh yeah, me, look at me, I did this. Hey, look at me, I did that. We've all worked with those people, right? They're annoying. They're always talking about like they're the greatest thing since sliced bread. Don't be that person. Don't be that guy or gal, okay, who's always talking about, I did this, I did that. Don't be that person stealing other people's work and claiming it as your own. We all know who you are. Everybody knows who you are. And you're going to lose a lot of respect in the workplace. So you don't want to be that person. All right? Now, the next thing. Now, I know this is going to be tough for a lot of people. All right? Conflict. Understand something about conflict, you guys. Conflict is going to happen. There is no way it cannot happen. All right? We're all humans. Conflict is going to arise. What separates those who are very valuable from those who aren't are the people who decide, hey, you know what? There's a conflict here. Let me address it right away with dignity and respect, and let's go work towards a solution where we can meet in the middle or something like that. So if you're an employee and you want to catch the eyes of your bosses or catch the attention of your supervisors and your managers, be someone when conflict arises, you don't run away, you run towards it and you embrace it. Whatever it is, deal with it immediately, deal with it right away, do it with dignity and respect, and then move on. There's no way you're going to avoid conflict. The more you sit on things, the worse it's going to get. It's like gangrene. If you just let it do its thing, you might lose a limb. Don't lose a limb, all right? So make sure you guys, when conflict arises, deal with it when the situation, warrants itself, and just do it with dignity and respect. Last thing I want to talk about, helping others. If you want to be a valuable employee, if you want to raise your visibility at work, be someone who's always helping others. I worked with an organization, which I will not name, a couple years ago, and I was in constant conflict with one of the managers. And the reason why we were always in conflict was he was somebody who's more of an authoritarian type of style. Mine isn't really, that type. But within the first 3 months of me working with this organization, I had more power, more respect, and more influence than this individual who's been there for over 20 years. Now, how did that happen? I was always that person that, even if it wasn't my responsibility, I was always helping people become the best version of themselves in one way, shape, or form. So be that employee that is valuable. So if somebody's struggling with a project, or if somebody's got, a little bit more than they can handle on their plate, volunteer to help them out. People are gonna say, hey man, you know what? That so and so individual is always helping folks. He's always, lending a helping hand. You're gonna raise your stock when you do that. Okay? So make sure you guys follow those tips. Be dependable. Share the credit. Make sure you're solutions minded. Deal with the conflict as soon as it arises, and always be helping people. You guys follow those tips, and I guarantee you're going to raise your visibility at work for all the right reasons. So, I'm Dr. Obed Magni. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and share and subscribe to this channel. Anything having to do with organizational leadership, if you're trying to be the best employee, or if you're a business owner, or you're a C-suite executive and you're trying to find ways to run your teams or your organizations better, you're in the right channel. All right? You guys have a great day, and I'll see you soon.